Greetings, oddities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Running Kingdom. I just finished having a bit of extra leftover. What? Excuse me? I had some leftover, like, last-minute Thanksgiving dinner. I had a small portion size of it, though, because, trying to watch the diet, diabetes, you can never get rid of that. You probably can, but, like, it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort. Anyway, with that being said, let's get on to the main topic of the video, and it's the fact that, with only, like, around 4 days left of this update, wow, I have, like, no time for this at all. I gotta, like, crank out some videos, I swear. Something I do want to do is I want to try and pull for Camellia Cookie, because we have 15,000 of these pulls. Now, I don't know if that's really going to be guaranteed to help us try and get Camellia Cookie, because I feel like at this point, a good average would have to be, like, I don't know, like, maybe 25,000 or something like that, because, at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, every 5,000 will give me maybe 1,000 of the little fragments. Because if you don't know how this gacha works, this is the bad version. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. So, basically how this works is, actually, wait, there's information right here. I think we can see. Yeah, Super Epic Gacha. Pull cookies, soul stones, and soul cores from the Super Epic Gacha and obtain Super Epic points. Regular mileage points will not be rewarded. After the event is over, the remaining event currency items will be converted to coins, and the unused Super Epic points will be converted into an equal amount of mileage points. And my voice sounds congested. I think it's probably just because I ate right before this. That could be a problem. I don't know. Anyway, Super Epic points and rewards. Collect Super Epic Gacha points at the same rate regardless of the cookie's promotion or ascension status. Collect 5,000 Super Epic Gacha points for a guaranteed feature Super Epic cookie. Points will no longer be rewarded after that. If you already maxed out the featured cookie, then you'll receive Super Epic Cookie Choice Chest instead. So, let me explain this to you in layman's terms. Or at least in English. Oh, my plumbing throat. I am so sorry. This is what happens when you record at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, whenever you pull, you can pull an epic, like a super epic, like a regular rare, common, anything like that. And depending on what rarity you get, it boosts up the points. So, the higher the rarity, the more points that you get. Sounds good, right? It's actually terrible, because that relies on you having a lot of luck. And if you don't have the best of luck, good plumbing luck, because, like, and I mean that in every pun way possible. Good plumbing luck, because let's be honest, what can you plumbing do? You just have to, like, sit and pray. And just pray that you hopefully maybe get the cookie that you want. Or even at the most, just get, like, a good cookie just to raise up those points. I don't know. But while I do this, I will be trying to read comments from the video. Gacha Fate with tons of other rewards. And if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so. It can be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, and that's what matters the most. So, let's go ahead and get this started. We're immediately going to do a poll here. I'm going to do a skip just so I can make sure that I kind of get, I like to getting surprised by this. Be pretty nice. I think the fan art above me, I will change once December hits, because there's actually a really cool piece of December fan art that I got like a couple weeks back. So I would like to show that off, but that'll be for then. And right now is us trying to get some good loot. So as you can see here, look at that. We got like 40 of those points, which is pretty good, but 40 out of 5,000. That means we would need... oh, so many commons and rares. I really need to, like, I'm gonna have to rely on getting, like, rares if I get, like, no epics. Because without the lack of epics, or, like, I guess without getting any sort of epics, like, this is gonna be bad. Even a soul core, or soul, maybe soul stone and soul core might be the same value, but one epic soul core, or stone. Oh, hey, actually, we do get something out of this. It's an epic. That's purple yam? I think it is. Yeah, that looks pretty dangerous to be. I was thinking, is that dark chocolate purple yam? But yeah, that's purple yam. See, now that's good, because having an epic cookie raises it up to 200. So if you were to get like what 25 epic cookies, then you can max it out, and then you can get the guaranteed super epic. But that's bold, assuming you could get like 25. That means, especially with like 15,000 pulls like I do, you would need to at least average out, like, I don't know, an epic cookie for 5 pulls, and then 2 epic cookies for the other ones. And that's implying if you don't get another legendary, or, like, anything else, like rares and stuff like that. But First poll, 292, not too bad, but we're going to obviously keep on going with this because we have a lot to go through. But let's go ahead and start off with seeing some of the comments. Like, there is one from Sonic Gamer saying, common question, and basically just take the rhythm stages of Kingdom's BTS and Summer Soda Rockfest stages and make an entire game out of that using music in the entire Kick Your Run series. You know, that actually... oh, hey, we got another one. What? Okay, well, at least we get another. Is that Eclair? Oh, that's Eclair, nice! Because I think, do I have Eclair fully promoted? If not, then they gotta be pretty dang close, but... yeah, Eclair's one of my favorite keys in this game. Yeah, they're fully promoted, so now they're at I could actually ascend you twice. Okay, you know what, that's pretty good. But, honestly, that idea, Sonic Gamer, that actually sounds good, because there was actually this old Steven Universe game I used to do a Let's Play on, and apparently it was just, it took the music of the Steven Universe soundtrack, and, like, you had to accurately, like, hit the buttons, and, man, that was a while back when I was playing, like, a lot of Steven Universe games, which I still have a big, like, love for them, and I really absolutely would love to play, like, Unleash the Light again, because the thing is, I played that before, but I never beat it because my last computer had, like, a heart attack, so, that was not a fun time, but I would love to come back to that game whenever I have the chance. I think I want to work on a couple of your local pleb videos first, but yeah, we'll see what happens. And honestly, this one was pretty good. Like, we got, like, what, 240 with the rares, and then another 200. Look, that boosted up to 774. That's actually really good. That's good progress for only having 2 pulls done. Now let's see how the luck just immediately goes down the drain, because this is not going to be good. I mean, first pulls were good, but sometimes we're just going to get pulls that have literally nothing useful for us. I mean, soul cores and soul stones are good, but they're not even going to give them the best that they give us in regards to loot are those plumbing little potion, the essence things? Like the little things right next to the gacha bit things. It's those, like, diamond-looking things. Those are small potions that you usually use to upgrade, like, a cookie or something like that. Anyway, it's a long time coming, but, anyway, we got some Twisted Gummy Soul Stones. That's pretty cool. I can actually promote you. That's nice. Anyway, moving on to some more comments. There's actually one from Lynn under Geode saying, common question of the day. I would imagine a kick-around fighting game similar to Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I wish they did something like that. And look at that. Look how barely much we got here. Like, I think we barely scraped 100. But I do admit, like, a fighting, like, imagine, like, a 2D arcade-style fighting game, but with kick-around characters. That would actually be pretty fun. And I feel like you could actually make some pretty diverse movesets. Well, they would be pretty simplified, but, like, they wouldn't be too, like, overly complex. You could actually make something creative with that happen. I feel like this one muscle cookie literally just overshadowed any sort of, like, point that I just got from the prior gacha. The prior pull that I just did. In the eyes of an angel. I mean, there's also a small chance we can pull for Camellia. Because the thing is, I'm pretty sure since this is a dedicated gacha, that also means that their rates of being grabbed here are also higher. But if not, yikes. Not good. I mean, of course, I'm going to probably, like, haul everything just to really try and crank out more of these points just so I can maybe get more of them. And more pull attempts for Camellia. But yeah, but as it says, it does say chance up, but do you think I've ever believed in those words in my life? Look at the probabilities. It's just like 0.38. And you compare that to other super epics, which is just 0.29. You'd have higher chance of getting the soul stones. You'd have nearly the same chance of, like, getting, okay, well, I guess not as the same chance of getting epics, but, like, come on. That's barely a 1% chance. And at worst, if you're doing, like, 10 pulls, that's basically maybe a 3% chance every time. Which I could never do that in my life, especially with the recent gachas and stuff like that. Like, the only time I could never think of something like that that's similar is when I was trying to pull for Golden Cheese and it never happened. And then the moment that Camellia cookie, or I guess specifically Golden Osmanthus and the other Osmanthus cookie came out, you know, Red Osmanthus, I pulled there and it immediately gives me Golden Cheese cookie. Like, sorry about this, but, like, a plot twist, you're kind of too late from the updates. Anyway, for all I know, I'm pretty sure after this might be, like, what is it, Kick Around Kingdom's 4th anniversary? Has it already been 4 years? There's no way. Feels like at the very least it's been 3, but that's still a shocker to realize, like, how long Kick Around Kingdom has been going on for a while. And it's actually kind of shocking to also think about that, like, ever since Kick Around Kingdom came out, that's when Kick Around OvenBreak was only out for, like, what, 4 years? And right now, Kick Around Kingdom has been over 8 years old. Like, I swear, they're gonna be old enough to walk, which... That was probably the stupidest thing I could have ever said. You probably learned to walk when you're like 2. Anyway, when you're 8, what are you old enough to enter? Like, what? 4th grade? 3rd, 2nd? I don't know. Do you think I remember like how the grading system in school works? I don't know. I could care less because I haven't been to that place in a while. Probably should go back because I'm starting to get more stupider. But yeah, that just sounds like me to a T. Anyway, but then again, that's what makes my personality so charming. Anyway, with that being said, there's also a comment from Smart and Spyro saying, common question response, since Cookie Wars got cancelled or something, so I was gonna plan a fan concept RPG turn-based, being Cookie Run Isle of the Elements. It's inspired by games like Angry Birds Epic, Steven Universe, the Light series, and Mario and Luigi. That does sound pretty fun. As long as you have like a good cast of characters, I think you could actually really utilize making that work, because I would love a Cookie Run RPG game. Like, seriously, I would absolutely 100% play a game like that. Because technically, I mean, like I mentioned, technically, like, Cookie Run Kingdom is, like, the RPG that we do. But, like, it's not turn-based, if that makes sense. Like, you don't really have to think or strategize about, like, certain moves. You just have to think about, like, alright, what team do I just run and just batten through this level with? Like, I feel like there's a big difference between, like, normal turn-based RPGs and, like, that type. Because I feel like the difference is, like, does anyone know, like, you know, the Western RPGs, or like JRPG, or West RPGs and JRPGs, you know, the ones originating from Japan and the ones originating from the US. The ones that usually originate from the US are kind of like RPG games like, you know, Fallout or Skyrim or games like that. While JRPGs, they're kind of like, you know, Pokemon or Earthbound or stuff like that, Chrono Trigger. Like, RPG games like those. They're both RPGs, but they both rely on different systems, where, like, technically both are open world, but, like, I feel like... Oh, hey, we do get something good here. What would it be? What's it gonna be? It is another epic. It is. Is that a werewolf? I think that's werewolf. I recognize those trees. They're gonna be a silhouette? Yeah, I recognize that. Well, at least we do get another 200 added to our tally. But, like, with JRPGs, like, it's kind of more like, you know, turn-based combat, like, you know, stuff like that. But the thing is, with, like, the RPGs from the West, basically they kind of resort down to, like, you know, you can talk and, like, I guess the action is more like live. Like, for example, like, you have to pull out like a weapon, you focus more on like shifting back and forth, and that could just be because of like the you know, the stylization of it, but it does make it unique. But I actually have a big love towards it. I would always love to play through Skyrim, because the thing is, Skyrim, I heard, is an incredible game. The only thing is, like, I heard it's just so big, and I think that would take so much of my time if I were to play. Like, getting into all the lore, the books, because that is an enormous game. But hey, we're actually reaching 2,000. Surprised how we're making it that quick, so hopefully we can pull for some more epics. Or maybe just to go ahead and wipe away the sorrow altogether, you could just give me Camellia cookie right here, right now. But, yeah, that might be an interesting common question I can ask for the future. But, I don't know. Because I have a big love towards Pokemon, Earthbound, and any JRPGs, but I also have a big love towards, you know, the West RPGs, like, you know, Fallout, and anything like those. So, whenever I get an opportunity to play those, I would, because, you know, I just love RPGs, let's be honest. They take so much of my time, but I kind of like that, because usually, like, you can spend your time grinding up these characters, you can grind up all this stuff, and also get certain items, talk to certain dialogue with NPCs and stuff like that. I don't know, it's kind of weird to think about, but I'd still like it. And I still think they're probably one of my best favorite game genres. And how long has it been since actually, the last time I played an RPG was Amora, which was kind of a while back. By the way, that didn't give us barely anything, so great. But, like, of course, I love Amori. Amori is, like, a fantastic game. And, of course, there's other RPGs, you know, the Steven Universe games. Obviously, they're, like, RPG-esque. Deltarune, Undertale, games like those. I really love RPGs. There's even people who make, like, RPG horror games, which, wow. I love those, because I played a couple in my past, you know. I think I played through the entirety of, like, Ao-Oni. I think I tried to play through Ib, but my PC died, which I do want to get back to that game at some point, because that does sound like a fun time. But we'll get to that when we get there. Anyway, with that being said, there's another comment that I see from Arian Funhouse saying, common question of the day. I was thinking of a Cookie Run Adventure game about a dream I once had. The game has a journey to find a way to restore Earthbread. So is it kind of like some post-apocalyptic survival scenario? Because it's kind of like that, because, like, if Earthbread's damnation, like, if Earthbread's, like, damned and, like, they have to, like, be restored, have anything to do with that? I mean, this Cookie Run Glitch, but, like, I don't think that relates. By the way, we barely got anything, just a couple soul stones. Man, the polls are getting worse around here. This is bad. I only have like 6,000 more attempts, so that's mean like 6,000 more attempts would be great, but like I only have 6 more attempts, so I'm gonna need to really like pull out the 4-leaf clovers. I might consider buying some, but I wonder how much they would be on eBay. Can I quickly look that up? I'll quickly look that up after I read kind of a long comment from Carrie the Melodious Gamer. They say, common question of the day. Gameplay-wise, I did like the choose your own route game, but I don't know if that would work for an update monthly game since, same with Braden teaser puzzles like Professor Layton story-wise. Story-wise, I don't know, a cookie game where you can dress up and play that has voice line, who can travel to different areas to help cookies with small tasks, and the main story would take effect on the fate of the world. I was thinking about the gameplay from Adventure Time, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal, are garbage, and for some reason, while thinking of the common question of the day. I feel like that was kind of like, no offense, I feel like the grammar was kind of all over the place there. I think I understand. The only thing that I could think of it, which by the way, we did get some Camellia cookie soul stones. The problem is, like, I can kind of see it just kind of felt all over the place, so, I'm sorry, I don't want to judge grammar, but, like, sometimes I need to make sure, sometimes you can double check, but I will say, you kind of make me think that there should be a game kind of like that, where it's kind of like Animal Crossing-esque, where, like, you kind of start as this main person, and you just go around, you have, like, these cookie villagers, and, like, you can go ahead and assist them with little tasks, they have little quests that you can do, and, maybe it'd be like that, but more like Cult of the Lamb-ish, which, by the way, I have Cult of the Lamb, never played it. I really want to play it, though, because that sounds like a real fun time, but I feel like it's a game where you really need to delve a lot of time into. But there's a lot of games that I have that I need to delve time into, but, like, I barely have the time to anymore because I'm focusing on YouTube. I mean, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, it kind of gets rid of some of my freedom, but it does give me, monetary value and money, so I can actually do other things. So, kind of sad, but it's all I got. Anyway, this was the worst one by far. Only a couple, like, epic cookie soul stones and a strawberry. Come on. At this rate, how the pleb can you even get Camellia cookie? I'd be surprised if we could, because, my gosh. Anyway, what would I buy? Let's go. 4-leaf clover. Can I just buy one? Shopping. What's on the shopping section? Is that real? Keychain, $9.99. Okay, 4-leaf clover, laminated. What am I doing? Why did my content boil down to this? Just like looking up trying to look up real 4-leaf clovers just to go ahead and buy them. 24 pieces mini 4-leaf clover, real natural dried pressed. I could just get them for $8.99. And I had a funny idea for a video. But we barely got anything out of that either. My gosh. Like, we're basically averaging under, 100 for these things. And, it kind of scares me. But I guess we just have to really just batten down the hatches and just, pray. Because, at this point, our best bet is just, polling for, by the way, I was excited for so long there. But our best bet is just, polling, hopefully, for Camellia. Because at this rate, there's no chance we're going to be getting them for, normal gacha rates. And I still, what is it, 5,000? How many pulls am I gonna have, is one pleb gonna have to do? Even getting the basic soul stones, that's barely much. I know there's 10 right there, there's 30 right there, but, you're gonna need absurd loads of them if you're gonna want me to do anything worth my time. Look at that. There's barely much here. If only I could give you the total, 114. Well, I guess I kinda did, but, we only have 2 more pulls left. And of course, on Technical, you can buy more if you want. I can actually get a free run right there. But, in the, I think it was the event shop, you can buy more, but, it's 1,002. That's literally the price of, 4 10 pulls in the normal gacha. Which, unless, if you're really willing, I guess you could, but still. Anyway, there is a comment from Draco saying, Golden Cheese Cookie and Burning Spice Cookie are definitely my favorite Ancient and Beast duo. Dark Cow will always be my favorite Ancient, but I find Mystic Flower kind of lame. The theming of the abundance and destruction is just so awesome with the story. Halves of change by giving or taking. Also, for the common question, a fighting game or rhythm game that features the cookies, the music cookies would be cool. Answering the Cookie Run related common questions have been a lot more easy for me. Honestly, I would like to see more common questions out of our favorite or least favorite cookies of a specific category, or something like that, but that's just me. Anyways, great video as always. Honestly, I feel like I should do more of that. It's just the thing is, I want to make sure that the common questions kind of like have variety and they focus on aspects of everyone. So even if you don't play Kick Your Run Kingdom, or you just don't associate with the Kick Your Run Kingdom, or just Kick Your Run in general, then you still have like an answer. You can still answer the common question that I leave because, well, or the question of the day, but like you can still answer it because, well, it can relate to more people who don't even, relate to Kick Your Run. It's just a general question that you can ask. Still basically nothing of that. I mean, I got a rare, but like, that's barely much. See, we only just scratched 3,000. And this is the very last pull. My gosh. Well, the last comments I do see in the video come from Mortem, which say, I'm very fine, just gluttonous, but would you ask the same question to the black and white dragon? I don't... Would they even speak? How the plug what I supposed to know? And your other comment says, Marshadow, very shaped cookie. What's your thoughts on a Marshadow cookie? Like do you mean a marshmallow cookie, or do you mean like Marshadow isn't the Pokemon Marshadow cookie? Unless if they're willing to do like a Pokemon collab, which I guarantee you, if they were to do a Pokemon collab, I'm gonna say this right now. If Cookie Run were to do a Pokemon collab, I'm sorry, rip your wallets. Your wallets are gone. There's nothing that you can do to save money on that one. They did it with BTS, where there was like 7 cookies, and they did it with Disney, where there were like 20 cookies. There's nothing you can do after that one with Pokemon. They're gonna have like 100 different type of Pokemon cookies you can try and collect. And they're gonna do it in like the card format too, so there might be shiny ones as well. Great. Anyways, we're done with this video. I need to bail, and like I need to go ahead and just like rush and try and get many more of these plumbing missions done, just so I can hopefully have another chance to try and, get more of these flower things. But with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Your Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also down below in the description, you'll see links to all of my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Kick Your Run YouTube staff for absolutely free. There's also a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff for representing the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.